I will say I watched Cam Ward yesterday. That line ain't the Gaines line for the ACC.
Oh my goodness!
Although I will say
he you know what? If you watched any of that game, you would 100% believe more in Cam Ward because you saw what the struggles were.
Mm-hmm.
And so
when they go to his dad, because he hit a bullet right to Ridley and Ridley dropped it. And his dad was like, no, because they were like, oh, Mr. Ward, very poised for his son being in the NFL for his first game. And then his son puts it right on the money. And then they go to his dad. And he's like, damn it. No.
I don't even care about the Dolphins. I mean, I don't even care about the Titans. And it's like, I was even like, are you kidding
me?
That's
all I wanted. I was like, give me some.
How many times did we see it this weekend? It's like in a whole bunch of games, guys couldn't catch.
No,
crazy.
CeeDee Lamb on Thursday night.
CeeDee Lamb.
That. Dude.
Woof.
But you know what? Of all the players,
yep,
CeeDee Lamb was the one to say, I sucked.
Yeah, him and now Derrick Henry. That was, woof.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry was 10 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you, he stiffed on that first touchdown he had.
Mm-hmm.
When he stiff-armed, oh boy, I'm like, he looks like a child.
I can't believe they lost that game. Let's go hear some callers, Leroy. Let's hear from our boy, Handsome Daffy. Hello, Handsome Daffy.
What's up? With the 2026 first-round pick, the Miami Dolphins select, don't even matter. Listen, man, it starts at the top. We got the crypt keeper just writing checks to anybody. General manager needs to go. I'm sorry. Leroy, I understand it's the first game, but a team that bad is not allowed to have a bad first game.
Hey, I didn't even say that.
Are sick of it.
I haven't used that phrase
I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of you.
I haven't used that phrase yet because, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I can understand if you competed and lost, but your overall tenor of the team looks better. That's not what we're talking about.
Mm-mm.
What we are talking about right now is the fact that this isn't even close.
No.
And so while I'm usually, and everybody gets on me, no. I'm usually more positive than fans are because I've been there. But I can't pull anything positive.
Nor should you.
Out of this game.
Nor should you.
I mean, and then look all that money we spent on the D-line, and they did nothing.
They didn't even,
Not a whiff.
I mean,
not a whiff.
Wait, and here's the crazy thing. You make an assumption about a player because of what he did at another place. But in most cases, that talent is still there.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would say about Daniel Jones, and look, the Dolphins didn't help any, right? He just looked like he had some bad coaching.
Perhaps.
Right?
Yeah, perhaps.
Which when you think about it, how many organizations have ruined quarterbacks?
Tons.
Right. So, the skill set was there. I didn't think he was going to be that damn good.
Crazy. He carved him up.
We just gave that man an extension. He will get an extension based off that game. That's how bad the Dolphins was.
Yeah. Thanks, Handsome Daffy. There you go. Let's hear from Eddie. What's up, Eddie? Oh, he's going. Bye, Eddie. Kat, what's going on, Kat?
Tobin!
Hey.
Well, good morning. Good morning, Leroy. Good morning, Brittany. And good morning to everyone. I just, I would like to keep this to a minimum. I've been ridiculed for my stance regarding this team. I've been, to some point, even labeled as a racist for not supporting the general manager. Big old cough, cough. But I'll tolerate all that nonsense because I'm about the logo. And no matter what, we're still going to be here. But at what point in time does the fan base get to start to question players going down yesterday, the quarterback turning the ball over again, and me hearing the past week and a half, this is a must win. Leroy, when someone says it's a must win, Greg Cody, and that prophecy does not come to fruition, what do you think is going to happen after that? Especially on the thin layer of ice that this organization is walking on. What do you think the outcome was going to be today once we lost to a backup quarterback? I'm just curious.
No, people are going to be pissed, rightfully so.
You have every right. You listen. And here's where I come in on this. It's not even about the win or the loss. You didn't even compete.
No, it was an embarrassment.
Right.
You embarrassed yourself.
That's what I have a problem with more than anything. When I say it's week 1, I only say that because I leave, like, you can go and play. So, for example, you still think Baltimore's better than Buffalo?
That has nothing to do with us being in last place right now.
Put them on hold there.
Hold on.
No, I think Baltimore. Baltimore flames out in incredible fashion.
Right,
I don't know what they're
but we
dealing.
still think they're a better football. What I'm saying is that sometimes you can play a game and not win the game, but you look good.
For sure.
And I was leaving room open for that.
But
this,
everybody in the NFL outside of the Dolphins, the Panthers, and the Giants played competitive games yesterday.
Right.
The Dolphins were by far the worst. By far. And at least
we're saying that about Carolina.
Yes.
About who else? Anybody think Vegas was going to be any good? They won.
Mm-hmm.
The only team that should feel worse than the Dolphins is the New England, because they had proclaimed they were going to compete for the division.
Yeah, but you know what? At least that's a first-year coach. That's a young team. It's a third-year quarterback.
Coach in New England.
First-year coach in New England.
Not a first.
I understand. But still, like, there's no way you could. No, there's no way that's nobody should feel worse than the Dolphins.
Right.
And I don't even know if you're Stephen Ross, other than just being old and not caring anymore. I don't know how you don't want to fire somebody after that, even if it's the water boy. Just you, like, that's a classic Vlad streets need a body game. Like, that's how bad that was. I'm sorry, Kat, you can finish your point, buddy, if you're done. I don't know if he's around.
I'm just curious, man. At this point in time, we're trying to figure out if Garfinkel put this roster together, scouted the players and drafted the players, and picked the coaches. I mean, when is the general manager going to be held accountable at some point? I'm just curious.
No, I don't. And that's the thing that I'm scared about is I don't think that he is, because I feel like he's already laying the groundwork to put this all on Mike.
Insanity if you let this happen again. You know this, right, Tobin?
Of course, but I don't. But dude, he survived in this organization for 20 years.
And you're content with that. You're making it seem like they're going to get a free pass, and you're content with that.
I mean, it's not contention; it's just reality. Like if he's
reality, you think that should be our reality?
I do think that is what your reality is. It doesn't matter if I want it or not. Your reality is going to be if a guy's been around for no. Hold on. If a guy's going to be around for 20 years, Cap,
we deserve better. You're trying to force feed something that's not working.
Who's we?
We
didn't hire him.
We didn't hire him.
You guys wanted the quarterback paid.
That's true. I did want the quarterback paid.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're deflecting. That's not what you just argued.
That's not what you just.
You're lashing out now, Cap.
All right, I'm lashing out a little bit.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Talk to you later. We'll get one more here. Mike, what's going on, Mike? Mike, you there?
This is Tim.
Oh, hey, Tim.
Hey, Brendan.
How are you, buddy?
Good. Can we talk about some winners, though, like the Seminoles and the Hurricanes, and get this garbage out of here?
I mean, we can if you want to. I mean, but can we also laugh at the Gators because they lost a game because somebody spit on somebody?
We'll throw the Bulls in there, too. We'll talk about the winning teams in Florida.
Is that crazy? Like, dude, like,
of all weeks to spit on somebody, you know that didn't go well for the NFL.
Right. Like, well, wait, first of all, what kind of unmanly thing you doing? Spitting on somebody.
It's so gross.
This is like the lowest level of manhood there is.
Yep.
Besides sucker punching somebody.
Felt like the Dolphins got sucker punched yesterday.
No, they didn't.
Just what? You know what the Dolphins did? Feel like they walked right into the middle of the ring, stuck their chin out, and they got uppercutted to hell.
No, they got Masvidal.
Yep.
I just.
Which one? When he got knocked out or when he did the flying knee?
I don't know. He's always part of it. Flying knee. My whole problem with all this is I was trying to be positive, but the whole time I was uneasy because of what I was seeing in training camp. And I was trying to, oh, look, if they're like this and they do this and whatever, and I'll be damned if we start throwing them little, 3-yard lost passes again.
Yep.
Well,
we got to get comfortable. You got to get them in a rhythm. You got to get them comfortable.
No, you don't. That's not a rhythm, dude, because I'm telling you, a lot of teams in the NFL do that, and they get real close to look like they're getting ready to get picked.
Champion boxer Mike Tyson, he is bringing his Return of the Mike show to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood this December. Stories and more from Iron Mike. And we got your chance to win tickets. Just text the word Mike, M-I-K-E, Mike to 20357. Text Mike to 20357. For more information, go to WQAM.com. It's text contest, message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive. Tickets are also available for purchase at casino.hardrock.com/Hollywood/events.
So just disappointing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say so. Mike called back. Hello, Mike.
Hey guys, how are you?
Been better.
Very disappointed.
What's
I
up?
tell you, I think for what it's worth, as a lifelong Miami resident and fan, I've never seen the culture this bad for a Dolphins organization. To hear Tua say what he said about let's see who shows up on Tuesday, you think Marino would have said that? I mean, what about Coach? You think Coach Flores would have let Cheetah stay on the team after he quit? You think Shula? Hell, Crazy Eyes, Gase would have kicked him off the team, but we indulge.
Gase love kicking.
And so now we're sitting on a group of entitled football players. Not surprised, so disappointed.
I was not pleased with Tua's post-game press conference yesterday. I did not think that he handled himself well. I thought that he got very much in his feelings when Omar asked him about turnovers.
Exactly.
I was like, hey man, you threw some stinkers. And Omar's right. The last couple, especially recently, he's not only he hasn't let, because I will say early into his career, he usually, when he threw an interception, he usually came right back and had something to respond with it.
Exactly.
But lately, it's like it's unraveled. It's unraveled into a bad way. And so I think for him to get in his feelings about that was not a great look for him.
I think part of the problem is, and I don't know if you can sense it, but I can. It's almost like he's frustrated with some of the people he works with.
Tua?
Yeah.
Well,
because keep in mind, and this offense is one of the few offenses there is that puts a high demand on being where you're supposed to be.
Sure.
On
We saw a lot
timing
of that
and all that, right? And there was a couple of times where it just seemed like it's not quite there, right? And I said it before, I don't want to go into the second or third week of the season where they're still trying to work stuff out. You got to work that stuff out in camp.
Mm-hmm.
And no, we'll be fine. He's been in the offense for 3, but last year ain't this year. Like, it's a fine tuning. You got to fine tune it every year. And it just looks like there were a lot of assumptions made about this basic concept. Don't worry, he'll get up to speed when the season starts. And there's a lot of guys who didn't play a whole lot of football on this team in camp that don't look good now.
Okay, but I will say Tua played football in the preseason more than he has.
He did.
He got sacked by Jaguar G Leaguers yesterday in the preseason. So that was a bad sign.
Maybe that was an indication of what was in front of him.
Yeah, maybe. But then, I just think that at this point you're in year 6. Like, okay, you can't get everybody up to speed with guys that you've been active with.
It's not. See,
I can just feel like
it's not getting up to speed. Okay, everybody knows what the play is. Everybody knows what to run in certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
But when you watch football, you ever watch like a situation? Oh, this guy knew when to stop in this gap. Oh, he kept running. Oh, he knew how to hook it up right. Like little nuances of it. You pick those up with repetition, right? And it just didn't look like it was there. Now, granted, he threw some stinkers. Like one ball he threw over everybody, right? I understand that. I'm not and I'm not trying to soften the blow on Tua. I'm really not. But I'm just saying is that everybody, if it's a bad throw, it's a bad throw. But there was a lot of times where guys weren't in the windows they should have been in soon enough. It looked very clumsy.
I get you, but I think that's the thing that's frustrating about this offense that feels like it's broken. Is like it feels like everything has to be so picture perfect on
right.
And things don't always go that way.
Right.
And it's like, if it doesn't, it's not like it just ends in a missed throw, Leroy. It ends in disaster.
Correct. Yeah.
Rick, what's going on, man?
Hey,
Hello.
what's up?
Well, you tell me.
Hey, this is actually, I don't want to use the social media because I don't know if you can. Can I use the social media name?
You can do whatever you want, buddy.
Okay, Twitter. This is actually Radiohead 68. I'm trying to change my name line. I got a lot of accounts. Fin fan, not a dumb, blah, 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 blank fan.
Okay.
So I've been bashing this franchise for 30 years, dude, ever since the 62-7 debacle. I'm 56. And you can call out everybody. I think when do you start calling out the fans? I mean, I got rid of my season tickets after that game, and I can go to every game I want because I got connections. But when do you start calling out the fans who pay to go see this crap? I mean, if your favorite band, let's just say, is Guns N' Roses, and Axl Rose throws up on the stage every night, are you going to go see the fans?
I mean, you got to go 50-50 because he might play his hits, you know? This one's becoming too regular but I get you. This is becoming too regular that he's going to not show up. And
like every year. But watch, let's say the Dolphins win this year. You're going to have all the fans. I mean, nothing's going on with this team until they get rid of Grier. I mean, I've been wanting to clean house for years now. I'll hang up here. You got to say, but who would you guys recommend? I'm thinking Chucky. And, would you say Chucky as a head coach? I'll hang up.
John Gruden? No, I would not recommend that. I saw that yesterday, too. Everybody's into John Gruden.
You
guys are getting fooled just because he does fun podcasts that he's a good coach still.
You got to be owners and franchises sometimes fall for the successful coach, but he comes in with a level of arrogance that nobody wants to deal with.
You know who you should hire?
Who?
Fangs.
He had his chance.
He wasn't the head coach.
He had a chance to be head coach.
Come on. It was COVID.
He was COVID.
That's what he said. He said it was COVID.
I just think that you're going for a name that, a guy has had success in the past.
It's a long time ago.
Right. Well, yeah, I tell you that all the time. And
that was a really long time ago, though.
Okay.
That was a really long time ago.
I got you.
What do we got? One more. Brittany, here's Chicky. What's up, Chicky?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Man, people are going to say like 8 months off season, you had all the time to prepare for this game. This is what you put out. The thing that stinks the most to me is like they didn't even have an opportunity to like show what their identity was going to be for the game or like even their game plan, because when you start off, your first drive's an interception, then your second drive's a strip sack fumble. Then you start the second quarter, Indy already has 12 plus minutes of possession to your like 228 and you're down 2 scores. I mean, we all know this team, like McDaniel, like when they're Alice in Chains down in a hole, like they just can't come back. So it's like, I don't even know who they wanted to be because you just never got the opportunity just because from poor play, from QB1, the guys, like he couldn't even see that shade of Indy blue. Every time he threw an interception, it was like into a sea of blue. Like he didn't see the guys there. I get it. It's timing. It was off. I'll chalk it up to the one game thing, but it's like, if they don't clean that up in week 2 and then we know who's coming in week 3, it's like, man, it just sucks to have that feeling that it's like a wash already, like, one game in, even though I got to stay positive and know that it's not.
I appreciate you, Chicky. We'll take it.
I like the way he's
trying.
Put it out. Well, yeah, he put it out there. That kind of sounds like something that I would do, how I would approach it, but I'm too mad. I'm too mad at listening to all of the nonsense of what we're going to be and how we're going to do it and whatever. And the fact of the matter is that the run game wasn't terrible. But you got so far behind that you really couldn't.
Didn't matter.
Yeah, you couldn't control the clock like you wanted to.
At least Ollie Gordon converted a third and a short. We had that.
And, dude.
What?
Let me tell you something.
Don't look at me like that.
Mike McDaniel. Let me look over at the screen over here. Dude, why is one of your stars on your team Alec Ingold?
Bro,
I'm tired of him running routes.
Please.
We're getting the rock.
Preach.
Why in the hell Does he get more carries than the other guys?
Enough of
He
Alec
touched
Ingold.
the ball. I like Alec. Not like that. Not like that. That dude is like the star of the offense. Why?
Enough of Alec Ingold. He's not Jonnu Smith.
What are we
Stop
doing?
it.
What are we doing? I'm like, we really throwing him on the flat and like
I couldn't
we think
believe it.
on 3rd and 12, and he's gonna make somebody miss and get 12 yards. I like
Why
him.
is he running that
He's
far?
a fullback. Why is he running a fade? Did I see him run a fade route or something like that? I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Take a break.